Thank you. Welcome to another exciting episode of It's in You. Yes, guys. Always remember it is right there. Nowhere else but in you. And guess what? I am so excited to be back with the family today. It's in you, TV. Yes, we are back. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. Thank you so much. We appreciate you here very much at It Is In You TV. Because when we talk about It Is In You, we are talking about no one else but you. You. Because you know why? You are the reason why we are here every evening. Okay? No one else or nothing else. You are the reason why we are here live every evening on It's In You TV. Because you deserve the attention, guys. You deserve everything and every effort that we put out to be here in the evening. And I want all of us to check in at this very moment. Remember, guys, we will never start before we checked in. So please just give a thumbs up. Once you're here, give a thumbs up and let us know how you are feeling today. All right? So yesterday we had a wonderful time and I hope you guys enjoy yesterday's episode. It was all about energy never lies. Okay? Good energy we're talking about. And yes, guys, I could not wait to meet with the family again. Okay? Yes. I was very excited and thank God for giving me the strength and the courage and the help mentally, physically, emotionally to be here with the family. The It's In You TV family one more evening. I'm feeling so blessed and I'm so happy to be with us today. Now, what we are going to talk about today is very interesting, guys. And it's all about built, not broken. I want you to think about these two specific words. Two specific words today. Built, not broken. We are built and we are not broken. So let me tell us something this evening. I hope you are ready for this. I don't care what mood you are in. I don't care what you are going through today. Guess what? I am here to remind us that we are built and we are not broken. Listen to me. I know they are looking for us to be broken all the time. But we want to let them know we are reminding the world today that we are built and we are not broken. The It's In You TV family, we are built and we are not broken. I know sometimes, guys, life gets heavy, right? And tonight is about adversity. That's what we are getting into. Adversity is what teaches us how to change, change how it changes you, right? That's what adversity teaches us, right? Is how it changes us when we're going through our adversities, right? And how to keep moving even when we feel tired, even when we feel frustrated, even when we feel drained. That's what adversity teaches us to do. Okay? Move on, keep moving, and not to give up. Okay? Yes, adversity is a teacher. Never forget that. So whatever adversity you are encounter in your life, remember that adversity is a unique teacher, right? And it is not punishment. Because a lot of us, when we are going through our adversary time, our adversity, we tend to believe that, oh my God, why God is punishing me? Why this is happening to me? But adversary is a teacher, right? Remember that, and it's not a punishment. Okay? Hard season don't mean you are doing wrong. You are doing anything in life that is wrong. Listen to me. There are many times when we are on track, when we are doing the right things in life, and we keep, a narrow path, and we make sure that we are doing the right things that we are supposed to be, that are required of us. But my friend, I am here to remind us that not because we are doing the right things, we're not going to go through adversity. We're not going to have adversity. You see what I mean? So even if you're doing the right things, trials and tribulation, testing is going to come our way. Most growth doesn't feel good, right? Most growth doesn't feel good while it is happening. That's what I want us to reflect on, my friend. That most growth, it doesn't feel good when you are going through the process at the moment. It doesn't feel good. You don't always see the lesson until you survive it, until you go through the process, until you finish and complete the process. That is when you see the lesson you were learning from that adversary, from that adversity. Okay? Pain is what exposes what needs strengthening. Whatever area you are weak in, okay? The pain and the struggles and everything that you're going through, that is what you need, right? To strengthen that weakness, right? The pain. Many of us, we don't love to go through, struggles. We don't love to go through certain things. And sometimes, as I said before, when things happen to us that society deem as negative, we tend to get off track. We tend to, start to asking ourselves, why me? What have I done wrong? But my friend, I'm here to remind us, the It's in You family, I'm reminding you today, you don't have to be doing anything wrong in your life. It doesn't mean that you're doing anything wrong when you are going through adversity. Because you know what? Adversity is there to help you, right? To achieve whatever you want to achieve. It's a process, right? Remember, life is a process. And think about a baby, when a baby just born, right? It's a process for that baby for growth. When they're ready to creep, and after the creep, then they start to make steps. It's the same thing with life. It is no different. Okay? When you think about adversity, we are going to think about our mindset, when it comes to, are we the victim versus builder? So it's two things, victim or builder. What is your mind condition towards when you're going through adversity? Right? Same struggle. So this is the thing. So you and I can go through the same struggle, and we have different outcome. And the reason for that, it depending on our mindset. Because what we have to realize, everybody mindset is different. So we could go through the same struggle, the same adversity, but we have two separate outcome at the end of the day, because it has to do with our mindset. How did I deal with this situation? How did I handle the situation? How well did I take it? Did I look at the situation in only a negative manner and not focusing and thinking, what good can I get out of this thing that society deems as negative? Because we lose track most of the time, and instead of we getting the victory, we lost because we have the wrong mindset when we are going through adversity. You can feel hurt, my friend, without living there. It's okay to feel hurt, but are you going to live there? Are you going to stay there? No, we are not going to stay there. We're not living there. We're not going to stay where our hurt is. We're going to move on. Okay, responsibility isn't blaming. Right? It is power. When we are responsible, it shows power. That's what responsibility is all about, right? You and I, we cannot control what happened around us. We hardly can control what happened around us, right? Most of the time. But what we can control is what we become. That is what we can control. The things that you see go on around us, we hardly have no control over them. But it's what we become, that is what we have the power, my friend, to control. Believe me, it is in you. It is in me. We have the power to control what we become. And forgive me if I'm too energetic now, but this topic is really means so much to me, because it is very important when it comes to our mental state of mind, right? Because we are built and we are not broken. I want us to tell ourselves today, we are built as a family, but we are not broken, no matter what the world think about us. Okay? And, as we talk about built and not broken, right? The loneliness of struggle is always there. Hard times show you who is really in your corner. Always remember this, guys. Never lose track. When you have people around you, when you have a certain group, centered around you that you associate yourself with, right? Hard times really show us who is really in your corner. Okay, because when you're going through your struggles and your adversity, that's when people care about you shows up. And remember this, isolation isn't rejection. A lot of time when people isolate themselves, or choose to isolate themselves, not want to be around anybody, not want to have anything to do with anybody or anything at the moment, it's do not see it as rejection. Right? It's not rejection. It is preparation sometimes. Right? It is preparing you for something bigger. That very moment, you need that moment to yourself. And let me tell you something. Even your close friends, even your immediate family, sometimes they are going to isolate themselves from you. But what you and I have to remember is that these people have a life just like you and I. They have concerns just like you and I. They have problems just like you and I. They are going through their adversity just like you and I. So let's not get selfish. And when someone, your best friend or, your loved ones, your wife, your husband, whoever it is, sometimes they need their space. Sometimes they need that moment to think, and hit the restart button. Remember the other day we talked about hitting the restart button? We have to be concerned about others and not ourselves. So isolation, when people isolate themselves, sometimes, guys, let us, be knowledgeable and understand that it's not rejection. You don't have to feel rejected. We must understand that they need space. Not everyone also can walk with us through our growth, right? They are selective, of people, that are selected to walk with us on our journey. And what I'm simply saying, do not force anyone to be a part of your journey or a part of your growth. Because forcing something doesn't make sense. It's not gonna worth it at the end of the day. Anytime you and I have to force something, it never works out. You have to let it flow. Please, my family, my It's in You family, we know better, right? So we are going to let things flow. We are not going to force anything because everything must run smoothly and slowly, right? We're not going to rush anything, and we're not going to force anybody to do anything they don't want to do. It is more successful when someone or people on a whole want to be a part of your growth and want to be a part of your journey and your success. It's more enjoyable and celebratory, instead of forcing. Because when you're forcing, you get people, upset. You get people annoyed. And that is what we don't want here. Okay, as a family, we don't want that. We don't want to engage in that type of behavior. Yes, guys, for those of you who are just tuning in, thank you so much. All of you over there in the Philippines, in Jamaica, in Nigeria, in Panama, yes, all the way over there in Miami. Yes, you know yourself. Idaho, big up yourself, guys. Love you all, and thank you so much for tuning in. Yes, we are one big family. Always remember to, guys, that small win still count. I keep saying it from the other day because I know some of us, we don't choose to celebrate until it's something big. But no matter how small the win is, let us celebrate, man, because you deserve it. You work hard for that. So celebrate. Don't be afraid to celebrate your small wins, okay? Surviving, it means progress. When you are surviving, it means progress, guys. Surviving your adversity, your trials, your tribulation, and your testing, it means progress. And honestly, I strongly believe this from years ago, from I was a child. When you can survive anything, it means that you are progressing. If you are backing down and afraid, and you're weaky, and you don't want to face up to the challenge that that the adversity and the adversary is coming with, you're not gonna be progress. You're not gonna be progressive. So surviving the adversity means progress. You are progressing, my friend. Always remember that. Tiny steps beat waiting on motivation. Because sometimes if you're waiting for motivation, sometimes it never comes when you want it. But while you are there, take your own little tiny steps. And remember, my friend, right, that everything is possible, right? If your faith is small as a mustard seed, you can move mountain. Always remember. Never forget that. Okay? And let us think about consistency. Because when you're doing something without consistency, you can get big setback. So you have to be consistent. Consistency builds our confidence. The more we keep going and keep doing and doing and doing, it's going to be progress, and our confidence, as I said the other day, will, build over a period of time. Some days are not quitting is the win, right? Some days not quitting is the win. So once you don't quit some days, because remember we talk about it is okay to quit sometime. Like if you start something and you don't feel, it all depends. It all depends on the circumstances. It all depends on the situation, right? So some days not quitting is the win. Okay, so sometimes you have to choose not to quit. You have to know when to quit from when not to quit. Depends on the circumstances. Think about it, right? Now let's think about identity, right? After adversity. And watch this, because I love this part, guys. And when I reflect on this part, let us calm and slow down for a minute, because what I'm gonna get into right now, guys, I want you to pay attention. Whatever you are doing and you have to pause, please let us make a pause at this very moment, because I'm going to say something that no one in the It's in You TV family would want to miss. Very important. So I'm going to take a pause, and I want you to take a pause, and I want us to get ready for this. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Listen to this, guys. You are not what happened to you. Oh my God. I have to repeat this. My It's in You TV family, I want you to get this today. You are not what happened to you. Remember, the things that happen to you, most of the times, they are not your fault. They happen to you. But you are not what happened to you. And I say this to you today with passion. You are not what happened to you. Think about it. And as I sit here today, I knew that many of us are in the reach of my voice. Oh, wow. You have gone through some things in life. You have gone through some adversity. And you get up every day, every moment, even in your dream, in your sleep. And you keep blaming yourself. You keep blaming yourself for the things that happen to you. Wow. But today I'm here to tell you, you are not what happened to you. You are not. Pain can either harden you or sharpen you. Two options. The pain that you are going through, it can either harden you, wow, or sharpen you. When I say to you, the pain you are going through can either harden you or sharpen you, you know what I want you to, you know what I want you to do? You know what I want to happen? I want that pain to sharpen you like a sharp-edged sword. I want that pain to get you ready for your next opportunity, for the next door to open to you. I want that pain to bring you to another level. That's what I want that pain to do. Sharpen you. And you hear the word harden? If that pain harden you, my friend, you're only going to get worse. But when that pain sharpen you, you are ready for the next adversity. Because when the next adversity comes your way, you're going to overcome. You're going to come out as pure gold. Your story didn't have to end at the setback. Always remember that. Your story don't have to end at the setback. That setback that you had, that was not the end of your story. My friend, your story continues. And if you read the stories in the Bible, and you read about all of those prophets and disciples and Jesus himself, I'm not here to preach, but they lived their story. They lived their stories. The same stories that we are reading now, they lived their stories. They never backed down. They never backed down. And so you today, my It's in You family, you are also here to live your story at this point in time of your life. So you don't have to stop. You don't have to end your story because of this adversity you are going through. Because what this adversity supposed to do is not to harden you, so you become a more difficult individual and things get worse for you, but it should sharpen you and get you ready for the next, the next process that you are gonna be going through. Because as I told you guys the other day, that as long as you are alive and you're living on this earth, never expect everything gonna go smooth. It doesn't matter how much money you have, how much cars you drive, how much houses you have. We all face adversity. We all have our down times and we have our up times, right? Life is a cycle. It doesn't stay in one place. It goes up, down, and around. Okay? Remember that this chapter of your life is building who you are becoming. The chapter that you are going through in your life now, right, is building who you are becoming. And guess what? Some people, or some of us today may ask, how can someone turn pain into purpose? Listen, my friend. Whatever you survive, that can help someone else. Whatever adversity you survived in your life can help someone else. Your story has value, even if it still hurts. Okay? If you still hurt, your story still has value. Healing doesn't mean forgetting. It means growing. Purpose makes pain lighter. My friend, wherever you are today, let me thank you again for tuning in with the It's in You TV family. Remember that if you are here and you are joining in, you are at the right place. Because this platform is about motivation. And as we close off today, I want to leave a thought with you. You don't need to have it all figured out, my friend. Stop stressing your brain. Stop thinking too hard. Stop beating up yourself. Stop being too hard on yourself. Don't quit on yourself, please. Don't quit on yourself. Remember, we are what? We are still building. And what is the topic? Built, not broken. My encouragement to us today. When you are going through your adversity, and when your adversity approach you in your life, think about it this way. Yes, society may see it as something bad and something is of no good. But remember, your motive and your approach to that adversity is going to determine the outcome. Remember, both of us can go through the same thing, but have two different outcomes. What outcome do you want? That's the important question. And my friend, whenever time I'm going through my adversities, the first thing I ask myself, what good is gonna come out of this? Because it has to be something good about to happen. Why I am about to go through this terrible thing? Why this terrible thing happening to me now? I want to see the good at the end. I want to see the good. I'm not looking for nothing less, but I'm looking for something great at the end of the process. And guess what? Another important thing. When your adversary faces you, I need you to make up your mind and tell yourself, I'm gonna go through it. Because you know what? I am built and not broken. I am solid and I'm not broken. Remind yourself, my friend, you are built and not broken. You can do it. You can go through the process. Remember, at the end of a tunnel, there is a silver lining. Remember, the darkest part of the night means morning soon light. Remember the moment when you feel like giving up, your victory might just be around the corner. Love you guys. Love you. Remember, as we close, you are built, my friend, and you are not broken. And I want you to tell yourself that with power and authority, and believe it. Because if you don't believe it, it makes no sense. Believe it. Prophesy to yourself. And hold on to that as you go through 2026. It's gonna come with a lot of adversity. But remind yourself, I am built, not broken. Thank you for tuning in. And if you are enjoying these topics, I want you to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share with your friends, share with your families, because remember, we are in this together and we need each other as we go through 2026. And I say this with no apology. I say this from my heart. Remember, you are not in this alone, and you are built and not broken. May God continue to bless you. May your store basket never be empty. Have a wonderful day, my friends. God bless you. And thank you so much again for tuning in to It's in You TV.